हरिः ओम्। नमः सर्वेभ्यः। अष्टाध्यायी परिचयः इत्यस्य अद्य 57तमः पाठः। अस्मिन् पाठे कारकविभक्तीनाम् अध्ययनं कुर्मः। शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। येनाक्षरसमाम्नायमधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्। अस्माकं वर्गस्य द्वे प्रयोजने अष्टाध्याय्याः आहत्य 600 सूत्राणां व्याख्यासहितम् उदाहरणसहितं च अध्ययनं तथा च अष्टाध्याय्याः प्रथमाध्यायस्य प्रथमपादस्य द्वितीयपादस्य च कण्ठस्थीकरणम्। ह्यस्तनवर्गे अस्माभिः अष्टाध्याय्याः कारकप्रकरणं विस्तरेण अधीतं। तत्र प्रत्येकं कारकस्य एकं वा द्वे वा त्रीणि इति सूत्राणि दृष्टानि। तत्र तेषां सूत्राणां विषये वाक्यपदीये विद्यमानाः कारिकाः अपि अस्माभिः अधीताः। अद्य अग्रे गच्छामः। द काउंटर पार्ट ऑफ ऑल द डिस्कशन ऑफ कारकास इज द विभक्ति प्रकरणम। सो लेट्स फोकस ऑन द विभक्तिज। किं नाम विभक्तिः इति चेत् विभक्तिः इति सुप् प्रत्ययानां संज्ञा अस्ति। पुनरेकवारं वदामि, कारकम् इति पदार्थानां संज्ञा अस्ति, विभक्तिः इति प्रत्ययानां संज्ञा अस्ति। अतः विभक्ति इति सुप् प्रत्ययानां संज्ञा अस्ति। तत्र 21 सुप् प्रत्ययाः सु औजस् इत्येतारभ्य सुप् इति यावत् 21 सुप् प्रत्ययाः विभक्तिः नाम्ना ज्ञायन्ते। एतेषां त्रयः गणाः कृताः सन्ति। तेषां प्रथमा द्वितीया इति नामानि दत्तानि सन्ति। लोके प्रायेण एतानि एव नामानि विभक्तिः इति नाम्ना प्रसिद्धानि वर्तन्ते। अतः सु इति विभक्तिः, औ इति विभक्ति इत्यस्य स्थाने प्रथमा विभक्ति द्वितीया विभक्ति इति एव व्यवहारः अस्ति, परन्तु अर्थः समानः। अतः प्रथमा विभक्तिः इत्युक्ते किं? सु औ जस् इति त्रयः विभक्तिसंज्ञकाः प्रत्ययाः। विभक्तिः इति समूहस्य संज्ञा नास्ति, पृथक् पृथक् प्रत्येकं प्रत्ययस्य विभक्ति इति संज्ञा दीयते। इदं विभक्ति प्रकरणं कुत्र अस्ति? अष्टाध्याय्यां द्वितीयाध्यायस्य तृतीये पादे 2.3.1 इत्यस्मात् आरभ्य ऑल द वे टिल द एंड ऑफ 2.3 तत्र प्रत्येकं त्रिकस्य प्रयोगः कथं करणीयः, प्रथमायाः त्रयः प्रत्ययाः कुत्र प्रयोक्तव्याः, द्वितीयायाः विषये तृतीयायाः विषये अनेन प्रकारेण तत्र सूत्राणि दत्तानि सन्ति। इदम् एव सर्वं प्रकरणं विभक्ति प्रकरणं नाम्ना ज्ञायते। यथा तत्र सूत्रमस्ति कर्मणि द्वितीया, कर्मकारकस्य निर्देशार्थं द्वितीया, अपादाने पंचमी, अपादानस्य निर्देशार्थं पंचमी इत्येतानि सर्वाणि सूत्राणि तत्र अस्मिन् प्रकरणे स्थापितानि वर्तन्ते। अस्य प्रकरणस्य आदिमं सूत्रम् अनभिहिते इति विशेषः अधिकारः अस्ति। अस्य अधिकारस्य अस्माभिः विस्तरेण अध्ययनं कृतं। यत्र यत्र अन्यैः प्रकारैः इत्युक्ते तिङ् कृत् तद्धित समास निपात इत्येतैः तस्य कारकस्य नो चेत् तस्य विषयस्य निर्देशः न क्रियते, तादृशः एव इत्युक्ते अनभिहितः, न अभिहितः विषयः, मुख्यरूपेण कारकं न अभिहितं कारकम् एव अत्र विद्यमानैः सूत्रैः निर्दिश्यते इति अस्य अनभिहिताधिकारस्य अर्थः। इतोपि एकः विषयः अस्माभिः अधीतः। विभक्तिप्रकरणे सर्वाणि नियमसूत्राणि सन्ति। यथा कारकप्रकरणे सर्वत्र संज्ञासूत्राणि वर्तन्ते, तथैव विभक्तिप्रकरणे सर्वत्र नियमसूत्राणि सन्ति। अत्र संज्ञासूत्राणि न वर्तन्ते। विभक्तीनाम् इत्युक्ते सु औजस् इत्येताः संज्ञाः स्वौजसमुच्चते सूत्रेण पाठिताः वर्तन्ते। तत्र सु इति संज्ञा, औ इति संज्ञा, जस् इति संज्ञा इति सर्वाः प्रत्ययानां संज्ञाः दत्ताः सन्ति। अत्र तु सर्वाणि नियमसूत्राणि सन्ति। द्वितीयादीनां विभक्तिप्रत्ययानां प्रयोगः कुत्र करणीयः इत्युक्ते कुत्र नियम्यते इत्यस्य विषये अत्र सूत्राणि सन्ति। अतः कर्मणि द्वितीया इत्यस्य अर्थः द्वितीयासंज्ञकप्रत्ययाः सार्वत्रिकाः न, अपि तु कर्मकारकस्य निर्देशार्थमेव प्रयोक्तव्याः इति अत्र आशयः वर्तते। Give me 1 minute. अतः एतानि विधिसूत्राणि न सन्ति, अत्र नियमनं कृतं वर्तते इति अस्माभिः दृष्टम्। इदानीं विभक्तिप्रत्ययानां 6 प्रयोजनानि सन्ति। अस्माभिः पूर्वस्मिन् वर्गे केवलं प्रयोजनत्रयं वा संक्षेपेण दृष्टं। तस्मिन् समये मया उक्तमासीत् आहत्य 5 नो चेत् 6 प्रयोजनानि विस्तरेण अस्माभिः अध्येतव्यानि। इदानीं पश्यामः. So there are 6 total purpose of applying a vibhakti pratyaya. Some of them are very fundamental, very basic. Some of them become more complex, are also a little complex. So vibhaktinam ahatya षट् प्रयोजनानि सन्ति. The first and the most important, default पद निर्माणम. प्रातिपदिकात् विभक्ति प्रत्ययस्य योजनं न क्रियते चेत् पदस्य निर्माणं न भवति. पदं न अस्ति चेत् प्रातिपदिकस्य वाक्ये तादृश एव प्रयोगः न सम्भवति. अतः पदनिर्माणं प्रातिपदिकमात्रस्य प्रयोगः नानुमन्यते. अतः प्रातिपदिकात् पदसिद्ध्यर्थं विभक्तिप्रत्ययाः प्रयुज्यन्ते. द्वितीयमस्ति संख्यानिर्देशः. वन ऑफ द वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक, संख्यानिर्देशः. प्रातिपदिकस्य संख्यायाः निर्देशः अपि विभक्तिप्रत्ययैः भवति. किमर्थम् इति चेत् विभक्तिप्रत्ययानाम् एव एकवचनं, द्विवचनं, बहुवचनम् इति संज्ञाः दत्ताः वर्तन्ते. अतः रामपदार्थे यद्यपि तत्र संख्यात्वं रामपदार्थे एव अस्ति. When you have 3 or more Ramas collected together, the multiplicity is in the padartha itself. परंतु शब्देषु तस्य निर्देशः कथं करणीयः इति चेत् राम इति शब्दात् बहुवचनस्य जस् प्रत्ययः तत्र संस्थाप्यते. अयं बहुवचन संज्ञकः प्रत्ययः. अतः अत्र बहुवचनस्य अर्थः अधेन स्पष्टी भवति. We will learn about this in the next class in details, but just like the karaka, the sankhya property is also intrinsic to that particular object. It is only explicitly expressed by the sup pratyaya that is added. So pratipadikasya sankhyayaha nirdeshaha vibhakti pratyayaihi bhavati. Bahunam ramanam nirdeshartham यद राम इति प्रातिपदिकं प्रयुज्यते तत्र प्रातिपदिकमात्रेण संख्या नैव स्पष्टी भवति. अतः तदर्थं बहुवचनस्य प्रत्ययः प्रयुज्यते. इट इज एक्साक्टली लाइक कारकास्. केवलं राम इति शब्दं वदामश्चेत् रामपदार्थे विद्यमानं कारकत्वं न स्पष्टी भवति. तस्य कृते विशिष्टः सुप् प्रत्ययः तत्र प्रयोक्तव्यः. तथैव संख्यायाः निर्देशार्थमपि विशिष्टः सुप् प्रत्ययः तत्र प्रयुज्यते. राम प्लस जस् इति जस् प्रत्यये कृते रामस्य बहुसंख्यत्वं स्पष्टी भवति. Now these two prayojanas that we talked, pada nirmanam and sankhya nirdeshaha, are for every sup pratyaya in every situation. So anytime you add any of those 21 pratyayas, you don't need to think about anything. Tatra pada nirmanam avashyam bhavati, tatra sankhyayaha nirdesha avashyam bhavati. So these are the compulsory prayojanas. इदानीम् अग्रे विशिष्टेषु स्थलेषु विभक्ति प्रत्ययानां कानि प्रयोजनानि सन्ति इति पश्यामः. सो द फर्स्ट इज कारकस्य निर्देशः. अनभिहितं यद् कारकं तस्य निर्देशार्थं भिन्नाः विभक्ति प्रत्ययाः प्रयुज्यन्ते. यथा राम शब्दे विद्यमानं कर्मकारकत्वं दर्शयितुं राम शब्दात् कर्मद्योतकः अम् इति प्रत्ययः प्रयुज्यते. राम प्लस अम् becomes ramam. That ramam has a pratyaya that indicates the कर्म कारक in rama. इदानीं मया किमुक्तं, सर्वत्र द्वितीया विभक्तिः दृश्यते चेत् कर्मकारकम् अस्ति इति न. अतः विभक्तीनाम् एकं प्रयोजनं यत् कारकस्य निर्देशः तत् सार्वत्रिकम् अस्ति इति न अर्थः. परन्तु पदनिर्माणं तथा च संख्यानिर्देशः इति प्रयोजनं तु सर्वथा दृश्यते. Similarly, the next prayojanam is again seen only in some cases is pratipadikaarthasya nirdeshaha. कुत्रचित् विभक्ति प्रत्ययाः प्रातिपदिकार्थम एव प्रकटीकुर्वन्ति. So whatever is the meaning of that pratipadikam, it is expressed again. So ग्रामस्य दूरेण मन्दिरम् अस्ति. दूर इति प्रातिपदिकस्य यः अर्थः, सः अर्थः पुनरेकवारं दूरेण इति तृतीया प्रत्ययेन पुनः स्पष्टीक्रियते. तत्र नूतनः अर्थः कोऽपि न स्थाप्यते. इदं कारकस्य निर्देशः नास्ति, अयं कारकस्य निर्देशः नास्ति, कस्यचित् उपपदस्य उपस्थितौ अत्र विभक्तिः नास्ति, किमपि नास्ति. मूलप्रातिपदिकस्य यः अर्थः सः एव अर्थः अत्र पुनः स्पष्टी भवति. सो ग्रामस्य दूरेण मन्दिरम् अस्ति. अत्र तृतीया संज्ञकः प्रत्ययः प्रातिपदिकं दर्शयति. प्रातिपदिकस्य अर्थं, नॉट प्रातिपदिकं, प्रातिपदिकस्य अर्थं दर्शयति. द नेक्स्ट प्रयोजन ऑफ विभक्तिज इज संबंधस्य निर्देशः. द्वयोः पदार्थयोः मध्ये विद्यमानं संबंधं प्रकटयितुं विभक्ति प्रत्ययाः प्रयुज्यन्ते. So you have रामस्य पुत्रः, षष्ठी is typically used over here. So रामस्य पुत्रः, रामः तथा पुत्रः एतयोः मध्ये विद्यमानस्य सम्बन्धस्य अत्र विभक्त्या निर्देशः भवति. So this is neither कारक निर्देश nor प्रातिपदिकार्थ, this is सम्बन्ध निर्देश. And that sambandha is further classified into subcategories. I am going to show that in the next slide. But one of those is upapadasya yoge vibhakti prayogaha. So in presence of a specific upapada, like say for example saha, vina, abhitaha, paritaha, namas and so on, certain vibhaktis are mandated. So vishishtasya shabdasya upapadasya nochet karma pravacheniya. I am going to explain it on the next slide. So upapadasya nochet karmachin pravacheniyasya prayoge vidyamanaनां शब्दानां निर्देशार्थं विशिष्टाः विभक्ति प्रत्ययाः प्रयुज्यन्ते. So these are the 6 major prayojanas. Many times in some classes I teach 5 because upapada, which is basically upapada and karma pravachaniya and so on, is a subcategory of sambandha. So the first 5 are the main categories, main prayojanas: pada nirmanam, sankhya nirdesha, karaka nirdesha, pratipadhikartha nirdesha, sambandh nirdesha. And sambandha can be further broken down into upapadasya, karma pravachaniyasya and so on. So these are the main prayojanas of vibhaktis. Now let us go in details. तत्र मया यथा उक्तं पदनिर्माणम् इति प्रत्येकं विभक्तिप्रत्ययस्य कार्यमस्ति, संख्यानिर्देशः इत्यपि प्रत्येकं विभक्तिप्रत्ययस्य कार्यमस्ति. अतः तस्य विषये इदानीं किञ्चिदपि न वदामः, तत् त्यजामः. Because any random pratyay you take, it's going to create a pada and it's going to create a certain vachana. अन्ये ये विषयाः सन्ति, कारकस्य निर्देशः, प्रातिपदिकस्य निर्देशः, सम्बन्धस्य, उपपदस्य, कर्मप्रवचनीयस्य योगे काचित् विभक्तिः and so on. So based on that, the vibhaktis are classified into 3 groups based on this kind of usage. What does it indicate? Does it indicate karaka? Does it indicate pratipadhikartha? Or does it indicate sambandha? अनेन प्रकारेण तत्र विभक्तीनां 3 प्रकाराः सन्ति, 3 गणाः कृताः सन्ति. कारक विभक्तिः, प्रातिपदिकार्थ विभक्तिः and sambandha vibhakti. And then that sambandha vibhakti will further have subcategories as upapada, karma pravachaniya and so on. So vibhaktinam ahapya trayah prakaraha santi. First is the karaka vibhakti. This is used for indicating the karaka. Iyam karakasya nirdeshartham prayujyate. यथा रामः ग्रन्थं पठति इत्यत्र ग्रन्थ पदार्थे विद्यमानस्य कर्मत्वस्य अनभिहितस्य कर्मत्वस्य निर्देशार्थं ग्रन्थ इति शब्दात् द्वितीया विभक्ति प्रत्ययः प्रयुज्यते. इयं कारक द्वितीया अस्ति. So this is कारक विभक्ति. Second is प्रातिपदिकार्थ विभक्ति. We have seen the example ग्रामस्य दूरेण मन्दिरं. So प्रातिपदिकस्यैव अर्थं तत्र पुनः इयं विभक्तिः निर्देशयति. अतः ग्रामस्य दूरेण मन्दिरम् इत्यत्र दूरशब्दात् यः तृतीया सम्यकः प्रत्ययः, that is प्रातिपदिकार्थ तृतीया. The third one is शेष संबंध विभक्तिः. Any sambandha, so karaka is also a sambandha, understand this. Karaka is also a sambandha and pratipadhikartha can also be called a sambandha with itself. So karaka sambandham vihaya, प्रातिपदिकार्थ संबंधं च विहाय यः कोऽपि अन्य प्रकारकः संबंधः अस्ति तस्य निर्देशार्थं या विभक्तिः प्रयुज्यते सा शेष विभक्तिः नाम्ना ज्ञायते. So what does it mean? Any time a vibhakti indicates a sambandha which is not given by the specific karaka. So not karma karaka, karna karaka, sampradana, apadana and adhikarana. It can be a general karaka without a proper name. If you don't have a name like karma, karana, adhikarana and so on, karaka vibhakti cannot be used. Similarly, if that particular sambandha is with some other entity, if it is not only indicating its own meaning, then it is not a pratipadhikartha vibhakti, or it is not a pratipadika expression of pratipadhikartha. Under such circumstances, a vibhakti is supposed to indicate the sambandha between the 2 entities, and such a vibhakti is called shesha sambandha vibhakti. अतः कारक संबंधं प्रातिपदिकार्थं च विहाय अन्य प्रकारकः यः संबंधः तस्य निर्देशार्थं प्रयुक्ता विभक्तिः शेष संबंध विभक्ति नाम्ना ज्ञायते. And the vibhakti that is used to indicate Shesha Sambandha is always Shashti. That is why I gave the examples in the yesterday's class. Suvarnasya kundalam karoti. Tandulanam odanam pachati. So anytime you want to indicate a sambandha which is not a karaka sambandha and not a pratipadhikartha vibhakti, the Shesha is Shashti. So, the very first category under the Shesha Vibhakti is Shesha Shashti. Shesha Sambandhasya Nirdeshartham Autsargika Rupena. This is the default. This is the fallback. If you don't have a Karaka Vibhakti, if you don't have a Pratipadika Vibhakti, and if you don't have any further exceptions, the by default fallback is Shashti for a Shesha Sambandha Vibhakti. The sutra itself is very explicit. Shashti Sheshe. Yatra yatra Sheshaha Sambandhaha Vaktavyah. Tatra tatra Shesha means avashishta, remaining. So Karakena Noktam, Pratipadikena Noktam, Tadrishaha Anirdishtaha संबंधः अवशिष्टः संबंधः शेषः संबंधः यत्र प्रयोक्तव्यः तत्र शेषषष्ठी औत्सर्गिकरूपेण प्रयुज्यते रामस्य पुत्रः इति उदाहरणम्. However, there are some vibhaktis that will come as an apavada on the Shesha Shashti. These are the vibhaktis that also indicate a sambandha. The most important one in that category is Upapada Vibhakti. So, Vishishtena Upapadena Saha Yatra Sambandhaha Vidyate. So, normal Sambandha like Ramasya Putraha, Tandulanam, Odanaha, Swarnasya Kundalam, normal Sambandha is Shashti. But if there is a special Sambandha with the word Saha, or if there is a special Sambandha with the word Namaha, then you have special cases which are apavadas on the Shashti Vibhakti. So all the Upapada Vibhaktis that you are aware of or the ones that we will study in the course, that are all the apavadas on Shesha Shashti. So Vishishtena Upapadena Saha Yatra Shabdasya Sambandha Vidyate तस्य योगे या भिन्नाः विभक्तयः सूत्रैः पाठिताः सन्ति ताः सर्वाः शेषषष्ठ्याः अपवादत्वेन विधीयन्ते. एताः सर्वाः उपपदविभक्तयः सन्ति. सो कृष्णाय नमः इत्यत्र नमस् इति शब्दस्य योगे शब्देन सह सम्बन्धे कृते सो कृष्ण इति शब्दस्य नमस् इति शब्देन सह यः सम्बन्धः तस्य सम्बन्धस्य निर्देशार्थं कृष्ण इति शब्दात् षष्ठ्यां प्राप्तायां तां बाधित्वा चतुर्थी विभक्तेः प्रत्ययः प्रयुज्यते. These are called upapada vibhaktis. All the upapada vibhaktis come as an apavada on Shesha Shashti. And then a special group of upapadas is given a different term. It is called karma pravachaniya. उपपदानां कश्चन लघुगणः अस्ति तस्य गणस्य कर्म प्रवचनीयः इति नाम दीयते. The karma pravachaniyas have their own rule for vibhaktis. So it is a two level of apavada. मूल रूपेण षष्ठी विभक्ति प्राप्नोति तां बाधित्वा उपपदानां विषये अन्या काचित् विभक्ति प्रायेण भवेत् परन्तु तदपि बाधित्वा कर्म प्रवचनीय सम्यकस्य शब्दस्य विषये या विशिष्टा विभक्तिः प्रयुज्यते सा कर्म प्रवचनीय विभक्तिः नाम्ना ज्ञायते. So eventually everything is a Shesha Sambandha Vibhakti, Parantu Tatra Utsargika Rupena Shesha Shashti, Tadanantaram Vishishtanam Upapadanam Vishe Vishishtaha Vibhaktayaha, Tadanantaram Tat Sarvamapi Badhitva, Karma Pravachiniya Samnikam Yadupapadam, Tasya Vishe Itopi Vishishtaha Vibhaktayaha Santi. अतः उपपदानां कश्चन गणः कर्म प्रवचनीयः नाम्ना ज्ञायते. एतेषां कर्म प्रवचनीयानां योगे या विभक्तिः सा कर्म प्रवचनीय विभक्तिः नाम्ना ज्ञायते. A simple example is रामः गृहं प्रति गच्छति. The word prati over here, towards, is karma pravachaniya. It is not an upasarga. We are not saying Ramaha gruham prati gacchati. We are saying Ramaha gruham prati gacchati. So that prati has nothing to do with gacchati. The anvaya of prati is with gruha. Tatra prati shabdasya gruha shabdena yaha sambandhaha तस्य सम्बन्धस्य निर्देशार्थं प्रति इति कर्म प्रवचनीयस्य योगे विद्यमानात् गृह इति शब्दात् द्वितीया विभक्तिः प्रयुक्ता अस्ति. दिस इज कॉल्ड कर्म प्रवचनीय विभक्ति. So these are the three important buckets. One, Karaka Vibhakti. Second, Pratipadhikartha Vibhakti. Third, Shesha Sambandha, in which there is the Shesha Shashti, Upapada Vibhakti and Karma Pravachini Vibhakti. Now today is class number 57. So in today's class number 57, we are going to talk about Karaka Vibhaktis completely. In the next class, in class number 58, we are going to talk about Pratipadhikartha Vibhaktis. In class number 59, we are going to talk about Shesha Shashti and Upapada Vibhakti. Because Shesha Shashti is just one sutram, Shashti Vibhakti. So I don't need a full class for that. And Upapada Vibhakti. So in class number 59, we will talk about Shesha Shashti and Upapada Vibhakti. In class number 60, we will talk about Karma Pravachani Vibhakti, and then the module will end. This is the plan for the remaining 4 classes. So let us start with the first of those, Karaka Vibhakti. So what is the Karaka Vibhakti? Yena Vibhakti Pratyayena Karakasya Nirdeshaha Bhavati Sa Vibhakti Karaka Vibhakti Namna Jnayate. Once for all, there is no one-to-one mapping between the Karaka names and Vibhaktis. So Karma is not only Dvitiya, Karana is not only Tritiya, Karta is definitely not Prathama, never Prathama. So the Karaka Vibhakti is simply a Vibhakti for different Karakas. Prathama Vibhakti Kadapi Karakam na darshayati sa Karaka Vibhakti nasti. Anyaha Vibhaktayah Karaka Vibhaktayah santi. So Karaka Dvitiya, Karaka Tritiya, Karaka Chaturthi, Karaka Panchami, Karaka Shashti and Karaka Saptami. In the same way, we are going to iterate over all these vibhaktis for each category. So Pratipadhikartha, for example, Pratipadhikartha Prathama. There is a Prathama which is called Pratipadhikartha Prathama. There is Tritiya, Pratipadhikartha Tritiya. There is Panchami, Pratipadhikartha Panchami. There is Saptami, Pratipadhikartha Saptami. So in this way, again, when we go to Upapada Dvitiya, Upapada Tritiya, again, when we go to Karma Pravachaniya Panchami, Karma Pravachaniya Saptami. So for each of the category, in one class, we are going to iterate over all these vibhaktis and understand how these vibhaktis are used in that particular sense. So Karaka Dvitiya, Karaka Tritiya, Karaka Chaturthi, Karaka Panchami, Karaka Shashti and Karaka Saptami. Now here is an association that you have to remember. Dvitiya Vibhakti ya asti, taya kevalam karma karakasya eva nirdeshaha bhavati. Reverse is not true. Karma kevalam dvitiya nirdeshate iti nasti. Parantu dvitiya Vibhakti ya asti, taya kevalam karmanaha nirdeshaha bhavati. Ramaha harim vandate iti udaharanam. Tritiya Vibhakti hi ya asti, तया कर्तृकारकस्य निर्देशः संभवति, कर्मकारकस्य निर्देशः संभवति, करणकारकस्य निर्देशः संभवति. So रामेण हतः, पित्रा संजानीते, बाणेन हतः. We are going to learn all these things. कारक चतुर्थी या अस्ति, तया कर्मकारकस्य संप्रदानकारकस्य च निर्देशः संभवति. कारक पंचमी या अस्ति, तया कर्मकारकम, करणकारकम, अपादानकारकम, अधिकरणकारकम इत्येतेषां सर्वेषां निर्देशः भवति. So see, it is many to many mapping. कारक षष्ठी या अस्ति, तया कर्तृकारकम, कर्मकारकम, करणकारकस्य निर्देशः भवति. And कारक सप्तमी या अस्ति, तया कर्मकारकस्य अधिकरणकारकस्य निर्देशः भवति. So how much you knew before today's class and what an eye opener this is. Look at कर्मकारकम. कारक द्वितीया कर्मकारकम, कारक तृतीया कर्मकारकम, कारक चतुर्थी कर्मकारकम, कारक पंचमी कर्मकारकम, कारक षष्ठी कर्मकारकम, कारक सप्तमी कर्मकारकam. Karmakarakam can be indicated by all the vibhaktis. So this is the learning. You have to pay close attention when we discuss all these things. So I'm going to discuss all these things today, except for one thing. I'm not going to teach the Karana Karakam for the Karaka Shashti. The sutra is a little involved and there are a lot of other Shastra Vishayas for you to understand the sutram. So I have taken that liberty. I'll skip that part. The Karana Karakam for Karaka Shashti, the example is Sarpishah Jnanam. I have written it for completion, but I am not going to teach that. Other than this particular example, every example written on this slide is what we are going to learn today. And when I say we are going to learn today, I am going to take a little bit of different approach. I am going to ask you to teach today's class because sutras are kind of easy. So for example, Karmani Dvitiya. you have been using Dvitiya since whatever time you started Sanskrit, and for last 2 classes, 3 classes, when we were talking about Karaka Prakarana, we have seen the examples again and again. So for simple sutras, I want you to volunteer, raise your hand and explain the sutram. I am there to help you out. If nobody is ready to explain, I'll obviously explain. But otherwise, let's see if you can help out today. So we'll start with the very first sutram of today's class. द्वितीयाध्यायस्य तृतीयपादस्य द्वितीयं सूत्रं कर्मणि द्वितीया. The sutrartha is given over here. Anabhihite karmani dvitiya syat. Is there anybody who want to explain this sutra for all of us? There is no Shastra Vishaya. Anytime there is a Shastra Vishaya, I'll explain it. Don't worry. This is a very simple sutram. Vidyaji.
रामः पठति इति अस्ति तत्र रामः किं पठति इत्युक्ते तत्र रामः पाठं पठति इति अस्ति तत्र पाठः कर्म कर्म अस्ति पठ धातोः पठनक्रियायाः कर्म निर्देशयति तत्र पूर्वं पठ धातुना वा अन्यत् किमपि वा तत्र कर्म न निर्दिश्यते तेन कर्म न निर्दिश्यते तत्समये कर्मणि द्वितीया इति द्वितीयविभक्तिना विभक्त्या तत्र कर्म निर्दिश्यते इति अर्थः अवगम्यते
Samyak. So a couple of corrections over here. I mean, there is nothing wrong, but the way we explain this sutram is step number 1 pariccheda, padacheda, step number 2 one line sutrartha, and step number 3 udharanam. So what is the padacheda? Padacheda is karmani dvitiya. What is the sutrartha in one line?
पूर्वं येन केनापि अनभिहित चेत् तत्र कर्मणि द्वितीया
So anabhihitasya karmanah nirdeshartham dvitiya samnyakaha out shas pratyayaha prayujjante. Because dvitiya is a hypothetical concept. Dvitiya samnyaka pratyayaha prayujjante. Now when it comes to the examples, what we have to do is tatra karmakarakasya sandarbhena asmabhihi yani yani sutrani adhitani तानि प्रत्येकं सूत्रं स्वीकृत्य तस्य सूत्रस्य एकम् एकम् उदाहरणं वक्तव्यम्. अतः तत्र कर्मकारकस्य सन्दर्भेण अस्माभिः आहत्य 3 सूत्राणि पठितानि. कर्तुरीप्सिततमं कर्म, तथा युक्तं चानीप्सितम्, अकथितं च इति प्रत्येकं सूत्रस्य एकम् एकम् उदाहरणं वक्तव्यम्. That's all that you have to do, and that is all about कर्मणि द्वितीया. So anybody just wants to enumerate the 3 examples, one per sutram? You can raise your hand, you just have to enumerate one, because then we'll understand that whatever definitions of karma we have studied, all of them can be applied over here for Dvitiya. Vidyaji.
तत्र रामः गृहे पाठं पठति इति पुनः
किं सूत्रम् अत्र कारकस्य सूत्रम्
ईप्सिततमं कर्म
ईप्सिततमं कर्म. What is the next one?
तत्र अनीप्सिता किमपि अस्ति
तथा युक्तम्. Okay, we'll give chance to other ones.
तथा युक्तं
तथा युक्तं
चानीप्सितं तत्र रामः पयः ओदनं च भुङ्क्ते इत्यत्र
not like that. Not like that. Not like, no, it's okay, not like that. Anybody else? Yogi ji.
Namaste Acharya.
Namaste. I just need examples, no other discussion. Just examples.
Devadattah Vishayena sah odanam bhunkte.
Vishayena sah iti nasti odanam munjanah devadattah anavadhanena visham bhunkte. Correct. So yadi visham asti iti sah janiyat tarhi tatra anipsitam nasti. ओदनस्य विषस्य अनुपस्थितौ तत्र विषं भुङ्क्ते इति तत्र अनीप्सितत्वं भवितुम् अर्हति. And the third one, akathitancha. Just the example.
अपेक्षित कर्म तु ग्रामः गच्छन् रामः तृणान् स्पृशति.
Very good. Gramam gachan ramah trinam spishati. That is upeksham. Correct. And akathitancha. Next sutram. Akathitancha. Anybody? Just example, nothing else. I'm surprised nobody in the class. There's so many people attending today and nobody wants to raise their hand. Purnima ji.
नमस्ते महोदय। रामः गोः पयः दोग्धि
गां पयः दोग्धि। गोः इति पंचमी भवति, तत्र अकथितं चैत्यनेन कर्म द्वितीया भवेत्। We are talking about द्वितीया vibhakti, so you cannot say goho. Correct. That is understandable. Correct. So all the three examples. So karturi ipsitanam karma ityasya udaharanam devattaha odanam bhunkte. तथा युक्तं चानीप्सितम् इत्यस्य द्वे उदाहरणे अनीप्सितस्य उदाहरणं ग्रामं गच्छन् अहिं लङ्घयति, ग्रामं गच्छन् तृणं स्पृशति, that is for उपेक्षम. And third is अकथितं चैत्यस्य उदाहरणं गोपालः गां पयः दोग्धि, नो चेत् गाः पयः दोग्धि. So गोपालः गां पयः दोग्धि. अनभिहित इति किं? This was told earlier. The अनभिहितम् अस्ति, अतः एव अत्र द्वितीया प्रयुज्यते. अभिहितस्य कर्मणः निर्देशार्थम् अस्य सूत्रस्य प्रयोगः न भवति. रामेण पाठः पठ्यते, नो चेत् रामेण पाठः पठितः इत्यत्र द्वितीया न भवति. So that's all. Next sutram, anybody? Kartrukaranayos tritiya. That completes dvitiya, because the only karaka that can be discussed with dvitiya is karma karaka, and we are done. So dvitiya ityasya adhyanam samaptam, idanim tritiya vibhakti. What is the next sutram? Kartrukaranayoho tritiya. All that I need is padacheda, one line meaning, and example quoting each sutram that we have learned, an example, nothing else. Purnima ji.
कर्तृकरणयोः तृतीया पदच्छेदः। कर्तृकरणद्वयोः निर्देशार्थं तृतीया विभक्तिः प्रयुज्यते।
कीदृशस्य कर्तृकरणस्य निर्देशार्थम्?
अनभिहितस्य।
That is the crux of the whole discussion. अनभिहितस्य कर्तुः करणस्य निर्देशार्थं तृतीया सम्यकाः ताभ्यां भिस् प्रत्ययाः प्रयुज्यन्ते. कर्तृसंज्ञा. किं सूत्रं कर्तृसंज्ञायाः? Anybody? I mean, you don't have to answer all questions. Anybody? मुग्धा. कर्तृसंज्ञायाः सूत्रं?
स्वतन्त्रः कर्ता।
किम् उदाहरणं?
रामः पठति।
रामः इत्यत्र तृतीया कुत्र?
क्षम्यतां, रामेण पाठः पठ्यते।
रामेण पठ्यते. Correct. Next, what is the second example, second sutram? So कर्तुरी स्वतन्त्रकर्ता इति एकं सूत्रं. द्वितीयं सूत्रं? Anybody else? द्वितीयं सूत्रं? I don't want same hands raised. Okay, somebody new. Yogi ji.
कर्तृकरणयोस् तृतीया.
That is the sutram that we are studying. कर्तृकरणयोस् तृतीया इति सूत्रं विभक्तेः सूत्रमस्ति. इदानीं मया किं पृच्छ्यते? कर्तृकारकस्य सूत्रं किं? So you have स्वतन्त्रकर्ता. किम् उदाहरणं? देवदत्तेन ओदनः भुज्यते or पच्यते, whatever. What is the other sutram? Anybody? Chandra Prabhaji. Just the name. Vidya ji.
प्रयोजको हेतुः।
उदाहरणं?
गुरुणा रामः पठति।
Excellent. So tat prayojako hetuscha tatra anabhitasya kartuh tritiya bhavati devadattah guruna pathati. That's all about the kartru samnya. What about the karana samnya? What is the sutram and what is the example? Anybody? I need a sutram and example. That's it. We can't spend so much time. I have to cover so many sutras today. Manjari Bhagini.
साधकतमं करणं।
उदाहरणं तृतीया सा करणस्य तृतीयायाः उदाहरणं
परशुना चिनत्ति।
Very good. That's all that we are looking. Don't take tension. Simple examples. Parashuna chinatti. Correct. So sadhakatamam karanam ityasya kim udaharanam? Ramah hastena likhati devdattah parashuna chinatti, and so on. Okay. Anabhihite iti kimartham? Can anybody explain this last question? Anabhihite iti kimartham? Umaji, anabhihite iti kimartham?
अत्र तिङ् प्रत्ययेन कर्ता न उच्यते।
कथ उदाहरणम्? अनभिहिते इति किमर्थम्?
चमसेन रामः चमसेन खादति इति अस्ति। अत्र रामः तिङ् प्रत्ययेन कर्तृत्वशक्ति एव तिङ् प्रत्ययेन उच्यते। चमसः इति पदार्थः तिङ् प्रत्ययेन अनुक्तम् अस्ति। अनुक्तकर्तरि कर्तृकरणयोः तृतीया इत्यनेन तृतीया विभक्तिं प्राप्नोति।
बट अनभिहिते इति किम् इत्यस्य उत्तरे किं वक्तव्यमिति चेत् यत्र अभिहितम् अस्ति तत्र तृतीया न भवति। एनी टाइम दलकृत्य हैज टू बी टोल्ड इन अ रिवर्स वे। अनभिहिते इति किम् इत्यस्य किम् उत्तरं? यत्र अभिहितम् अस्ति तत्र तृतीया न भवति। अतः तिङादिभिः अभिहितस्य कर्तुनिर्देशार्थं तृतीया न प्रयुज्यते। रामः पाठं पठति, अत्र कर्तृसंज्ञकः रामः, तस्य तृतीयया निर्देशः न क्रियते। गुरुः पाठं पाठयति, अत्र कर्तृसंज्ञकः गुरुः, तस्य तृतीयया निर्देशः न क्रियते। For sadhakatamam karanam also there are examples, but I want to keep us away from them. They're a little complex. Let's move ahead. So I mentioned tritiya iti vibhaktya kartrukarakasya nirdeshah bhavati, karnakarakasya nirdeshah bhavati, idanim karmakarakasya api nirdeshah bhavati. So tritiya vibhaktya karmakarakasya api nirdeshah bhavati, tad idanim pashyamah. The sutram is unknown to you, prayogas are unknown to you, so I don't want you to experiment or try out. I'll teach this sutram. So the sutram is samnyonyatarasyam karmani. संन्योन्यतरस्याम समपूर्वक ज्ञा इति विशेषः धातुः अस्ति. ज्ञा means जानाति. When the sama upasarga is used in context with the jna dhatu, for such a dhatu, only one dhatu, okay, and that also with specific upasarga. Sama upasarga purvakah yah jna dhatuः tasya yoge yat karma samyakam vidyate तस्य विकल्पेन तृतीया भवति. संपूर्वस्य जानातेः कर्मणि तृतीया वा स्यात्. So samnyah has nothing to do with samnya. It is samapurvaka jna dhatu. Samnyah jna dhatu basically. Samapurvaka jna dhatoः अन्यतरस्यां विकल्पेन कर्मणि इत्युक्ते कर्मणि कारके तृतीया विभक्तिः भवति. तृतीया comes as an अनुवृत्ति. अतः सम उपसर्ग पूर्वकस्य ज्ञा धातोः प्रयोगे कर्म पदार्थस्य निर्देशार्थं विकल्पेन तृतीया संज्ञक प्रत्ययः विधीयन्ते. पक्षे कर्मणि द्वितीया तु अस्ति एव. So the sutram is not giving dvitiya. Dvitiya is already there by karmani dvitiya, but now you can also use tritiya in this particular case. What is a sama plus jna? Sama plus jna verb is used in atmane pada with a different meaning and parasmai pada with a different meaning. There are actually some dhatus, we are going to study that all the way towards the end of our course, that in the atmane padam they have a different meaning, in the parasmai padam they have a different meaning. A simple example is bhuja. When bhuja has two meanings, to eat and to protect, so or enjoy while protecting. So when you use the word bhuja in the meaning of eating, it is atmanepadi. When you use the word bhuja in the meaning of palayati, it is parasmaipadi. So when the meaning changes, the pada changes. So here the sama upasarga purvaka jna dhatuhu samyak janati, understands properly, avagacchati iti arthe yada prayujyate tada tasya atmanepadamasti. Parantu utkantha purvakam smarati, remembers with intensity, अस्मिन् अर्थे प्रयुज्यते चेत् तस्य परस्मै पदे प्रयोगः भवति. In both the prayogas, you have an optional tritiya for the karma pada. There is a question, is it that way for many upasargas joined with dhatus have different karakam? No, it is not that way. Very unique examples, but there are, it's not the only one. So there are like some 20-30 such examples, but beyond that it's not like that. Anyway, so what are the examples? Devadattaha suvarnena sanjanite. So it is used in the atmanepada. So samyak janati, suvarnena doesn't mean by suvarna. This is not karana karaka, it is karma karaka. Devadattaha suvarnam samyak avagacchati iti arthaha. You can also say Devadattaha suvarnam sanjanite. I should have said sanjanite. Let's fix this. Devadattaha suvarnam sanjanite. So whether you want to use dvitiya, that is also acceptable. You want to use tritiya by this sutram, that is also acceptable. So Devadattaha suvarnam sanjanite. Another example, Devadattaha pitra sanjanati. Utkantha purvakam smarati. So saha pitaram utkantha purvakam smarati. He remembers his dad, father with intensity. So Devadattaha pitaram utkantha purvakam smarati. Devadattaha pitra sanjanati. No chet Devadattaha pitaram sanjanati. You can use the same in the Atmanepada also. Pitaram samyak avagacchati. So out of the crowd, he exactly identifies who his father is. So Devadattaha pitra sanjanite. In fact, that is the example given in the commentaries. Samnyonyatarasyam karmani. Where is the sutra? 22 number, right? The commentaries say pitra sanjanite, pitaram sanjanite. But this is the Atmanepada prayoga. Samyak janati iti arthaha. So I think there might be some explanation in the commentaries over here. Sanjanite, samyak janite iti arthaha. So dvitiyayaha apavadaha ayam, tritiya vikalpaha. So you can either use dvitiya or either use tritiya. The prayogas are very unique, but they are there. So pitra sanjanite, no chet pitaram sanjanite. Similarly, pitra sanjanati, no chet pitaram sanjanati. Both the prayogas are possible. The sutram is samnyonyatarasyam karmani. Any questions? If not, then the control goes back to you. The next sutram, chaturthi sampradane. Anabhihite sampradane chaturthi syat. Anybody wants to explain the sutram? Yogi ji. Padachhedaha.
चतुर्थी संप्रदाने.
Very good. Sutrarthaha.
यत्र संप्रदान संज्ञा अस्ति तत्र चतुर्थी विभक्तेः प्रयोगं करणीयम्. और विधीयमानः.
Anabhihitasya. Anabhihita is very important. Anabhihitasya sampradanasya chaturnirdeshartam chaturth samyakaha ngebhyambhyas iti pratyaha prayoktavyaha. Now list each sutram of chaturthi that we studied and give one example. You or anybody, not necessarily every time you. Anybody.
कर्मणा यमभिप्रैति तत् संप्रदानं.
Very good.
तत् संप्रदान संज्ञा दीयते येन सूत्रेण. अयं सूत्रः संप्रदान संज्ञा ददाति.
Udaharanam. Example of that sutram giving chaturthi.
विप्राय गाम ददाति.
Very good. विप्राय गाम ददाति. देवदत्ताय धनम ददाति. अतः कर्मणायमभिप्रैति संप्रदानम इत्यतः संप्रदानस्य अनभिहितस्य संप्रदानस्य कृते चतुर्थी देवदत्ताय धनम ददाति. Next sutram of sampradana.
Here my doubt is one thing. Now we have been saying anabhihita sampradanasya. Then how it would be in abhihitam?
Very good. Very good. This question should have come long ago. So all the vibhakti, all the karakas can be abhihitas, but I have only given the example of karma and karta as abhihita. There are examples of other karakas that are abhihita, but it is a little complex, so I have not taught. But because you are asking, I'll give you an example. If you add an aniyar pratyaya on the da dhatu, you get the word daniya. Da plus aniyar becomes daniya. In this particular word, the sampradana is indicated by the aniyar pratyaya. So aniyar pratyaya indicates the sampradana. Daniya means the one who is the receiver of the dana kriya. Daniyaha vipraha. So in such a case, the vipra word doesn't get a chaturthi because that is captured by the aniyar pratyaya on daniya. But this is complex, that's why I did not teach. You asked the question, I gave the answer, but you can keep that aside. But the question is very correct.
Okay? Another question, Acharya. Daniyah Vipraha. There it is again, Vipraha is only Kartrukarakam.
No, it's not Kartukarakam. That's what I'm saying. Daniyaha Vipraha means a Vipra who receives the donation. When you say Daniyaha Vipraha, there is no Karta over here. Vipra
Correct.
is the one who receives the gold or whatever money, and that receiving part, the Sampradanatva present in the Vipra, is indicated by the Aniyar Pratyaya in Daniyaha. Therefore, you don't say Vipraya. Compare and contrast this with Vipraya Dadati. There you have to use a Chaturthi. But Daniyaha Vipraha meaning is exactly the same. Vipraya Dadati means Daniyaha Vipraha. But you don't have the Chaturthi used over here.
Fine, thanks so much.
Somebody is asking Dhanikena Daniya Vipra. Very good. So Dhanikena Daniyaha Vipra. There you will use a Kritritiya on the Karta. Why? Because the Karta is Anabhita because of this Aniyar Pratyaya. So Dhanikena Daniyaha Vipraha. Brahmanena Daniyaha Vipraha. Brahmanena Dhanam Daniyaha Vipraha. This kind of prayogas you can do. Okay, very good you asked this question. I'm happy that people are studying, but this is a little bit out of the scope because then I can give similar examples for Apadana, Adhikarana, Karana also, but we'll keep that aside, maybe at some other point in time. But this is one sutram, Karmanayam Abhipraiti is a Sampradanam. What is the next sutram for the Sampradana Karaka? Just the sutram and the example. I don't want any further discussion. Some other hands, same set of hands I'm seeing, some other hands give one example with the sutram. Mugdha.
रुच्यर्थानां प्रियमाणः
रुच्यर्थानां प्रीयमाणः किम् उदाहरणं
मोदकः गणेशाय रोचते
गणेशाय मोदकाः रोचन्ते माणवकाय अपूपाः सुदन्ते वेरी गुड रुच्यर्थानां प्रीयमाणः इतोपि एकं सूत्रम् अस्माभिः अधीतमस्ति वन सूत्रम एंड एग्जाम्पल अलकनंदाजी
क्रुद्ध न स्मरामि सूत्रं
who remembers
क्रुद्ध द्रुह
ईर्षा
ईर्ष्यायोः
असूयार्थानां यं प्रति कोपः किम् उदाहरणं
माता पुत्राय
क्रुध्यति माता पुत्राय क्रुध्यति करेक्ट सो क्रुधद्रुहेर्षासूयार्थानां यं प्रतिकोपः इत्यनेन माता नो चेत् देवदत्ताय क्रुध्यति दुर्यति ईर्षति असूयति सर्वाणि उदाहरणानि अत्र सन्ति. So that is Chaturthi Sampradane. See how the Karakas and Vibhaktis are getting linked together. Now let's go to the Karma Karaka indicated by Chaturthi Vibhakti. So as I mentioned, the Chaturthi Vibhakti can be indicated by the Karma Karaka and the Sampradana Karaka, or reverse. Karma can be indicated by Chaturthi and Sampradana can be indicated by Chaturthi. I have explained the Sampradana, or you have explained Sampradana indicating the Chaturthi. Now let me show the examples of Karma indicated by Chaturthi. The sutram is Gatyartha Karmani Dvitiya Chaturthyau Cheshtayam Anadhvani. Gatyartha Karmani, when the dhatu indicates motion, gati, so for example, gachati, chalati, dhavati and so on, when there is an action of going, Gatyartha Karmani, karma over here means the actual karma. So the karma karaka of the gama dhatu can be indicated by Chaturthi and Dvitiya. So Gatyartha Karmani Dvitiya Chaturthyau Ramaha Gramam Gacchati Ramaha Gramaya Gacchati. The karma karaka of the gama verb, gama is not just the gama dhatu, gamana kriyarthaka dhatu. Gamana kriyarthaka dhatoho yat karma tasya nirdeshah dvitiyaya bhavati chaturthya bhavati. Both the vibhaktis are mentioned over here in the sutram. So karmani dvitiya is not to be applied. Whether it is dvitiya or whether it is chaturthi, the sutram for the gatyarthaka dhatus is gatyartha karmani dvitiya chaturthi cheshtaya manadvani. So Ramaha gramam gacchati. I should check my previous PPTs also. रामः ग्रामं गच्छति इत्यत्र ग्राम शब्दे द्वितीया केन सूत्रेण इति चेत् कर्मणि द्वितीया इति सूत्रेण नास्ति, गत्यथ कर्मणि द्वितीया चतुर्थ्यौ चेष्टायां ध्वनि इति सूत्रेण अत्र द्वितीया प्रयुज्यते. So check even in my PPTs if I have by mistake given example of gramam gacchati. I specifically avoid that. But by mistake or some here and there, you might have written it in your own examples, notes and all that. Do not use the gatyarthaka dhatus for karmani dvitiya. For karmani dvitiya, you have to use odanam pachati and so on. That kind of dhatus you have to use. So gatyartha karmani dvitiya chaturthyo cheshtayam anadvani ityartha ityatra gamana kriyayaha yat karma tasya dvitiya tatha chaturthi iti vibhakti bhavati. Chalati also, but chalati is usually not used. Somebody is asking about chalati. So chalati is usually not used in the same sense with the karma karaka. So Ramaha gramam chalati are not acceptable prayogas. So when there is a karma karaka, you have to decide between chaturthi and dvitiya, right? So if there is no karma karaka, there is no question. So atra gatyarthanam कर्मणि द्वितीया चतुर्थ्यौ स्याताम. So gatyarth karmani dvitiya chaturthyau, there are two clauses, cheshtayam and anadhvani. Gatyarth karmani means gamana kriyayaha sandarbhena karmani karake dvitiya tatha chaturthi vibhakti bhavati, parantu kada bhavati cheshtayam. See how deep Panini Maharshi has thought over all this. When the action of going is happening with the body, you are physically going somewhere, whether it is walking, whether it is vehicle, that doesn't matter. But if you are physically going somewhere, kaika vyapara, sharirena krutaha vyaparaha, that is called cheshta. Cheshta doesn't mean what it means in Marathi or I don't know. In Hindi it means prayatna, I think. But cheshta over here, kaika vyaparaha. Kaika vyapara, the physical activity, actually moving your body. In that kind of gamana kriya, you can use the Tvitiya and Chaturthi to represent the karma, as long as that karma is not the road itself. So yatra margaha eva karma rupena prayujyate. Devadattaha margam gacchati or margam chalati. That kind of karma, you cannot use this sutram for that. But if there is an actual destination like Gramam, Nagaram, Desham and so on, Gruham and Vanam and so on, you can use this particular sutra. So anadhvani, na adhvani, adhva ityukte marga, adhvan iti nakaranta shabdaha asti. So adhva ityukte marga, margasya vishe idam sutram na prayujyate, tatha cha kaika vyaparasya vishe eva prayujyate. So somebody is saying manasa gramam gacchati. So exactly, so if you are going with your mind, or say Bhagavantam gacchati, in your mind you are going towards the Bhagavan, you cannot use this sutram. So gamana kriya yada sharirena kriyate tada marga bhinnasya karma samyaka padarthasya nirdeshartham dvitiya uta chaturthi vibhaktihi prayujyate. Devadattaha gramam gacchati, devadattaha gramaya gacchati, Krishnaha mathurang gacchati, Krishnaha mathurayai gacchati. In these cases, gramaya and mathuraya, this is karma indicated by chaturthi. Sampradana is not being indicated over here. There is no sampradana. It is the karma which is indicated by chaturthi. Karma karakasya nirdeshartham atra chaturthi asti. And let's do the dalakrutyam. I see a lot of comments asking about these things. Cheshtayam ityukte kaika vyaparasya vishe kimartham मनसा गच्छति इत्यत्र चतुर्थी विभक्ति न भवति. देवदत्तः मनसा मथुरां गच्छति इत्यत्र मनसा गच्छति कायिक व्यापारः न कृतः, अतः अत्र मथुरायै इति प्रयोगः न भवति. एंड अनध्वनि इति किम? गृहात् मार्गं गच्छति, फ्रॉम द हाउस ही गोज ऑन द रोड, गृहात् मार्गं गच्छति, अत्रापि मार्गम् इति कर्मसंज्ञकमस्ति, मार्गपदार्थः, तस्य चतुर्थी विभक्तिः न भवति. So anytime you have a proper destination and there is a physical action of going, you can use chaturthi vibhakti by gatyartha karmani dvitiya chaturthyo cheshtaya manadhvani. Now there is a question about yati, there is a question about chalati, there is a question about dhavati. So let's take a look at these dhatus because I want to show something in these cases. If you say dhava dhatu over here is in the gatyarthaka meaning. Dhava dhatu is actually considered akarmaka. Somebody is writing over here. I think there will be a note over here. Look at this. Everything is there on the website. So ayam dhatu gatyarthe akarmakaha asti. If the akarmakatva is there is no question of karma pada. So whether it is chaturthi or dvitiya doesn't matter. So first the dhatu should have an eligibility of getting the karma pada. What about chala dhatu? Chala is akarmaka itself. So chala is typically used in the sense of kampana. So to shake. So chala is also akarmaka. So chala dhatu is akarmaka, dhava dhatu is akarmaka, ya dhatu is sakarmaka. So devdattaha gramaya yati, devdatta gramam yati. Both are correct. Devdattaha bhagavantam yati, devdatta bhagavate yati, as long as Bhagavan is the real destination. But if it is going by the mind, it is only bhagavantam yati. So depending on whether the vyapara is kaika or manasika, and depending on whether it is adhva or not adhva, the sutra application depends on that, changes on that. Umaji.
अत्र रामः ग्रामं शीघ्रं गच्छति इति अस्ति. शीघ्रम् इति क्रियाविशेषणम् इति अस्ति. तत्रापि क्रियाविशेषणं कर्म नपुंसकम् इति पठितं, किन्तु तत् कथं भवति कर्मसंज्ञा?
Very good question. So we are not going to study in the course, but the Vartikam itself says that it has to be used in Dvitiya. So there is a Vartikam which says that you have to use in Dvitiya. So Kriya Visheshananam Klibatvam Napumsakatvam Dvitiyacha, Klibatvam Karmatvam Dvitiyacha is the full discussion. So you have to use Dvitiya, you don't use any other Vibhakti over there. You don't say Shigraya Gachati and so on. Okay? And more interestingly, that is not your destination. So Shighram is not a destination at all. And therefore, you do not use this particular sutram in that case. Okay?
But that Vartikam is in which sutra, Mahodaya?
Search now, I don't remember. It is in the one of the Upapada Vibhakti Sutra. So what did I say? Kriya Visheshanam, right? Kriya Visheshananam. Look at this. Kriya Visheshanam Dvitiya Ekavachanam Klibatvam Ishyate. This is in the Avibhavascha Sutram, the exact Vartika that I mentioned just now. Kriya Visheshananam Dvitiya Ekavachanam Klibatvam Ishyate. Okay? So you have to use that. You can search Vartikas also with this. Yeah. Okay, so that completes Gatyartha Karmani Dvitiya Chaturthyo Cheshtaya Manadhvani. Again, we'll resume our discussion. The next sutram is a simple one. Apadane Panchami. Anybody? New hand now. I don't want anybody who has already answered. Explain this sutram with help of examples based on the karakas that we have studied. Apadane Panchami. Anybody? Sudhavalli ji.
नमस्कार महोदय. पंचमी विभक्ति अपादानं पंचमी.
अपादाने पंचमी. कः सूत्रार्थः?
अपादाने पंचमी. सूत्रार्थः अनभिहितकारकं पंचमी विभक्ति.
अनभिहितस्य अपादानस्य. I also made a mistake. It has to be written. अनभिहितस्य अपादानस्य निर्देशार्थं पंचमी विभक्ति
ङसिभ्यां.
करेक्ट. ङसिभ्याभ्यस् प्रत्ययः विधीयन्ते. किं सूत्रं? कारकस्य किं सूत्रं?
ध्रुवं पाये पादनं.
किम् उदाहरणं?
पादनं वृक्षात् पर्णं पतति.
Very good. What is the next sutram?
बिभेति
भीत्रार्थाणां
भीत्रार्थानां
भयहेतुः.
भीत्राणां भयहेतुः that is 1/4
example.
13, example is chorat bibeti.
Very good. And chorat rakshati. Both. Tra is also rakshati. Okay, so chorat bibheti, chorat rakshati. So udharanam dhruvamapaye padanam rukshat phalam patati bhitrarthanam bhayahetu sinhat bibheti. There is again a question from Yogi ji. How is it abhihitam? So things that I'm trying to avoid, you're asking me. Let's answer that. So how is it abhihitam? Consider the word ahara. Ahara has a ghai pratyaya, which is a krut pratyaya, which is in the apadana sense. Ariyante yasmat iti aharaha. So ahara has a ghai pratyaya, which is the apadana karaka nirdeshaka. Ariyante annam yasma ariyante yasmat iti aharaha iti uchyate. I'll not go in the details, but there are some examples. Even more than that, there are examples in the adhikarana also. There are examples in the karana also. Everything would be abhihit. Everything has examples for abhihitam. It's just I'm trying to avoid to make sure that whatever is in the syllabus, I'll explain first, and then we can take additional discussions, on the group or out of the way. So that completes the apadane panchami as a sutram, but there are two vartikas over here. One vartikam will give the panchami vibhakti on karma. Second vartikam will give panchami vibhakti on adhikaranam. So remember this, panchami vibhakti can be used on apadana, which is done. It is used on karma, it is used on karana, and it is used on adhikarana. So apadana is done. Right now I'll explain how it is used on karma and how it is used on adhikarana, and then on the next slide I'll explain how it is used on karana. So each of these four karakas can be indicated by apadana, by panchami vibhakti. Now when it comes to the karma karaka and also similarly adhikarana karaka, there is a vartikam. There are two vartikams, one for karma and one for adhikarana. And the vartikas say that you have to look at how the shishta prayogas are and then use this vartikam. So you cannot randomly, blindly use the vartikam. The vartikam says, panchami vidhane lyablope karmanyupasankhyanam. Kaha arthaha? In some sentences, there is a lyabanta word. Lyabanta is twa becoming lyapa because of some upasarga. So lyabanta word. Example is this. Prasadam. Prasada means an upper deck or palace or whatever. Prasadam aruyya prekshate. So some kid climbs on the top of that mahal, that prasada, the top floor, and just watches from the gallery. So prasadam aruyya prekshate. Devadattaha prasadam aruyya prekshate. Aruyya is a lyabant over here. Prasada is the karma on the aruyya as well as it is not the karma on the prekshate, it is the karma on the aruyya, because he is not watching the prasada, he is watching on something outside of that palace. But aruyya is the karma pada on the prasada. Sorry, aruyya is the lyabanta and prasada is the karma pada on aruyya. And no surprises till now, we have used karmani dvitiya to indicate dvitiya over here. But sometimes what happens is we just do not speak the word aruyya. It is not a lopa or anything. We just do not speak the word aruyya. There is a trend in the language not to speak the word aruyya. When such a lopa, not the vyakarana lopa, but prayoga based lopa, when such a prayoga based lopa happens on the lyabanta, the karma pada of that lyabanta goes into panchami. We say prasadat prekshate, from the prasada, but it is not apadana. Prasadat prekshate. is the karma karaka of a kriya which is hidden but which is the same, which is still present over there. So when you say prasadat prekshate, there is an intrinsic expectation that he goes on the top of prasada and sees from outside. So prasadat prekshate ityatra aruhya iti lyabantasya yat karma padam tasya nirdesha panchamya krutaha asti. So केषुचित् वाक्येषु, this is, you cannot use it everywhere. I'm going to show counter examples also. केषुचित् वाक्येषु ल्यप् प्रत्ययान्त रूपस्य यदा प्रयोगः न भवति तदा ल्यबन्तस्य कर्मपदस्य पंचमी विभक्त्या निर्देशः संभवति प्रासादम् आरुह्य प्रेक्षते इत्यत्र प्रासादात् प्रेक्षते इति प्रयोगः भवति. And similarly, in some cases, adhikaranam can also be represented by panchami for the same lyabanta. So panchami vidhane lyablope adhikarane cha upasankhyanam. So for example, you say asane upavishya prekshate. He climbs on the asana, sits over there and then sees from there. So asane upavishya prekshate इत्यत्र उपविश्य इति शब्दस्य प्रयोगः न भवति चेत् उपवेशन क्रियायाः अधिकरणस्य इत्युक्ते आसनस्य निर्देशः पंचमी विभक्त्या क्रियते येन आसनात् प्रेक्ष्यते इति वाक्यं सिद्ध्यति. So if you compare prasadat prekshate with asanat prekshate, what is the full format over there? Prasadam aruhya prekshate. Aruhya is removed, the karma is represented by panchami. Asane upavishya prekshate. This is a typing mistake. Hold on. Asanam, it should be asanam. Asanam upavishya prekshate. Upaveshana kriya. No, correct. Asane upavishya prekshate, not asanam. Asane upavishya prekshate. So the adhikarana karaka of the asana, adhikarana karakam of the upaveshana kriya is now represented by panchami. Let me repeat this. I'm getting distracted by the questions over here, but let me repeat this. In some cases, the karma pada of the lyabanta is represented by panchami. In some other cases, adhikarana of the lyabanta is getting represented by panchami. So what is the example where the karma of the lyabanta is represented by panchami? Prasadam aruhya prekshate. The karma padam on lyabanta, prasadam, is represented by panchami, prasadat prekshate. What is the example where the adhikaranam on the lyabanta is represented by panchami? The asane upavishya prekshate. Asane is the adhikaranam on upavishya, that is represented by panchami, asanat prekshate. And एतेषु उदाहरणेषु ल्यबन्त शब्दस्य लोपः व्याकरणसूत्रैः न भवति, अपितु शिष्टप्रयोगमनुसृत्य भवति. Not just that, this particular lopa is not given by this vartika. Lyab lopah bhavati iti noktam. Lyab lope krute upasankhyanam bhavati iti uktam asti. So when the lyab pratyaya is not seen removed in the shishta prayoga, you cannot use these two artikas. So yatra etadrishaha lopaha shishta prayogena drishyate tatra etayoho vartikayoho upyogah na bhavati. So technically dhanam svikritya gacchati. There is a lyabanta over here. You have a karma pada. Can you say dhanat gacchati? No, you cannot say dhanat gacchati because the lopa on svikritya is not seen in the shishta prayoga. And it is not a vyakarana rule so that you can just do the lopa. So lyabantasya lopaha yada shishta prayoge drishyate तदा तस्य लेबन्तस्य यत् कर्म सम्यकं नो चेत् यत् अधिकरण सम्यकं तस्य पंचमी विभक्त्या निर्देशः भवति. Now there is a question over here. Upatta, I was already actually expecting this question. That's why I got a little bit, my attention went over there. So upatta vishek apadanam iti asmabhi drushtam. So upatta vishek apadanam. So this sounds like upatta vishek apadanam because there is a hidden kriya over there. But what you have to understand is in upatta vishek apadanam, the apadana is the kriya which is hidden. So balahakat nishkramya vidyut vidyotate. So that nishkramya, or somebody gave an example, kim patrat pariveshayati. So patrat nishkasya pariveshayati. So the upakta vishek apadanam, the hidden kriya itself has an apadanam over there. That is not the case over here. The hidden kriya, like aruhya, you have the karma over here. Or for the hidden kriya upavishya, you have the adhikarana over here. Therefore, this vartika is different than the upakta vishek apadanam. In fact, that's why it's closely related and hence given in the apadane panchami, because it gives the panchami bhakti and it is associated with a similar panchami given by apadana. Yogi ji, you have a question?
Namaste, one or two questions, Acharya. Now, in Apadane Panchami, Shorat Bhitra Rakshanardam Chaturthi Panchami Eva Prayunjate. Tatra Rakshana and Bhaya, these two are Upapadas. Can we consider them as Upapadas?
You cannot, I mean, technically you can consider everything as upapada, because upapada ityukte padasya samipe yad vidyate tat. But in this particular case, it is a karaka, so you don't consider them as upapada. This specifically the action and the karaka contributing to that action.
Okay. And Dromapaya Apadanam, there, if girl and boy, they break up, there also we need to use this Panchami only. It's a weird question. In fact.
Girl and boy, what?
If girl and boy, if they break up each other, then do we?
I have no clue. You should ask this to Panini Maharshi and then answer me this question. Okay, let me take other questions because I'll tell you there are like 8 more slides and there are some more complicated subjects. So I'll hold these questions a little later.
Okay.
There are a bunch of more questions over here. Why only Lyapa? Why only Lyapa? That's because that's how the Vartika is defined. So Vartikakara himself says Lyam Lope. So it's specifically for the justifying prayogas like Asanam, Asane Upavishya or Prasadam Aruya. That prayogas have to be justified without the Lyapa. बालकः आसनम उपविश्य खादति इति प्रयोगः अशुद्धः वा. I was also actually, that's the reason I got confused over here. So balakah asanam upavishya khadati is also an acceptable prayoga. As I mentioned in yesterday's class, you have a vivaksha, acceptable vivaksha over there, whether to treat it as ipsitatama or whether to treat it as adhara. So asanam upavishya is also fine, but asani upavishya is a more appropriate prayoga. There is only one hand raised. Ashutosh ji, I'll unmute you, but if it is only directly related to this, then you please ask.
Namaste,
Namaste.
I always assume that wherever there is an outwardness, then you can use Panchami, which is why perhaps Dhanam Svikritya Gacchati doesn't have that outwardness. Or my impression is completely wrong.
There is what?
Outwardness, you know, something which is like looking out or doing something away.
Oh, so prasadam aruhya prekshate, so looking out and so on. Maybe, I mean, I have not read anything about that in the commentaries. Maybe that could be the reason. That could be the reason why the lyap undergoes a lopa in the Shishta Prayoga, possibly. I don't know. Okay, we again, like yesterday, I have to extend the class and we have too many things to talk. Okay, so we talked about the Panchami Vibhakti, we finished Karma, we finished Apadana, we finished Adhikarana. Now there is a Karana Karaka. Karanecha stoka alpa kruchha katipayasya asatva vachanasya. Very simple sutram actually. Specific words are given. Stoka, alpa, kruchra, not kruchha, kruchra, and katipaya. These 4 words, in their context, for these words, you can actually use. So for these words, you can actually use the Tritiya Vibhakti or Panchami Vibhakti to indicate Karana Karaka. So Karanecha, the Karana Karaka on these words, that is on these kind of padarthas, you can represent it by Tritiya or Panchami. Tritiya is given by Kartrikaranyos Tritiya, Panchami is given by this particular sutram. So you have Karane cha stoka alpa krucha katipayasya. Somebody is saying cha, correct. Cha is giving Panchami and Tritiya comes by Kartrikaranyos Tritiya. So Karane cha stoka alpa krucha katipayasya asatva vachanasya. So Panchami iti anuvartate, stoka, alpa, kruchra and katipaya. What are the meanings? Stoka means alpa. So stoka means little. So stokena muktaha, freed by little. Thode se mein chhut gaya. So stokena muktaha or stokat muktaha. This is a karana on the mukta mucha dhatu. Laghu prayatnena muktaha iti artha. See, while writing you say laghu prayatnena muktaha. So that is the karana on the mucha dhatu. But specifically when you are using the word stoka, that karana can be represented by Panchami Vibhakti. So stokena muktaha, nochit stokat muktaha. Both are okay. Alpena muktaha, alpat muktaha. Same thing. Laghu prayatnena muktaha iti ashayaha. Kruchra is opposite of that. Hard efforts, dukkham, kashtam. So kashtena muktaha, bahuprayatnena muktaha. Atra kruchrena muktaha, nochet kruchrat muktaha. Ubhayatra karanakarakam asti. Anena sutrena panchami vibhaktehe api prayogaha anumanyate. Nochet kratukaranayos tritiya iti tritiya api asti. So kruchrena muktaha, kruchrat muktaha. Somebody is saying, is it abhihitam? No, nothing is abhihitam over there. That's why the Tritiya and Panchami is being used. Similarly, katipaya. Katipaya means by some effort, neither very easily, nor by extreme hard effort. So in between. So stoka is very easily. Kruchra is by a lot of efforts. In between that is katipaya. So same, katipayena muktaha, nochet katipayat muktaha. Akrutsnena sadhana. Krutsna means sampurna. He did not put all his efforts, but it was not also very trivial. So akrutsnena sadhanena muktaha. So katipayena muktaha, nochet katipayat muktaha. Specifically for these four words, stoka, alpa, kruchra and katipaya, the karana of certain dhatus, like mukta or I think there is yet another hata, I think mukta, it's written over here on the slide. Kevalam muktam tatha hatam ityetayoho eva yoge stokadinam nirdeshaha panchamya kritaha drishyate. So the sutram does not talk about mukta and hata, but the sutram is general karaneja stoka alpa kruchra katipaya. But I think I've read in some commentaries that it's only mukta and hata for which the prayogas are seen in the Sahitya. So we have to restrict to that owing to the Shishta Prayoga. And what does asattva vachanasya mean? There is a last word over here. Asattva vachanasya. Sattva vachana means actual object. Padarthaha. We have seen this, I think, in one of the Chadayo Sattve. We have studied that sutram and we have studied asattve over there. So when stoka, alpa, kruchra or katipaya are used as visheshanas of actual object, then this sutram is not applicable. So stokena dhanena muktaha, paid a little bribe and got free. Stokena dhanena muktaha. Atra asya sutrasya prayogaha na bhavati. Kimarthamiti chet alpa iti shabdah, stoka iti shabdah dhanasya ityukte padarthasya visheshana rupena prayukta asti. So when the word stoka, alpa, kruchra, katipaya is used as a visheshana on an object, then you cannot use this sutram. But if it is used on an abstract concept like prayatna, that's not a physical object. That's not a sattva vachana. So then stokena muktaha ityukte laghu prayatnena muktaha. Alpena muktaha laghu prayatnena muktaha. Atra stokat nochet alpat kruchrat katipayat iti vibhakti panchami vibhakti karanasya nirdeshatam prayuktum shakya. Somebody is asking what is the difference between stoka and alpa. I don't think Kosha gives any particular difference between the two, just the synonymous words. So that completes the karana karaka represented by Panchami Vibhakti. So here we complete Panchami Vibhakti. Shashti and Saptami are remaining. I want to teach those. It will take at least half an hour more, but we have to finish up Karaka Vibhaktis today. Okay, so the next one is the Shashti Vibhakti. The sutram is very important. Kartru karmanoho kruti. When a krut pratyaya is used to indicate a kriya or associated, not indicate, when a krut pratyaya is associated with a kriya. So all the examples or most examples that we saw till now, pachati, pathati, gachati, dadati and so on, were tingantas associated with the kriya. Now when the krut pratyaya is associated with the kriya, anabhihita karta and anabhihita karma get shashti vibhakti. So other karakas don't change. Karana karaka, apadana karaka, sampradana karaka, they don't change. That's why in the previous example, spokena muktaha, alpena muktaha, it was a kta pratyaya, but it did not affect the karana karaka over there. But when it comes to the karta and karma in case of the krut pratyayas, these will be indicated by shashti vibhakti. So understand, kartru karmanoho kruti, shashti is the anuvrutti over here, anabhihite is the adhikara, kruti anabhihite kartru karmanoho shashti bhavati. So yasmat dhatoho krut pratyayah prayuktah asti. तस्य धातोः यद् अनभिहितं कर्तृकारकं यत् च अनभिहितं कर्मकारकं तस्य निर्देशः षष्ठ्या भवति. इयं कारकषष्ठिः अस्ति. So what is the example? If you take pacha dhatu and if you add the kartarin vula pratyaya to create the word pachaka, here the word pachaka indicates the karta. So karta is abhihita because it is kartarin mula pratyaya. So karta is abhihita. Karma of the pacha verb is anabhihita. That karma will be represented by shashti, not by dvitiya. Therefore you will say devdattaha odanasya pachakaha. In the normal tinganta form you will say devdattaha odanam pachati. You are using dvitiya to indicate that karma. Why? Because the kriya is associated with tinganta. But if the kriya gets associated with a krudanta, a krut pratyaya, then anabhihita karma goes in shashti. Odanasya pachakaha, vyakaranasya karta, ashtadhyayaha karta paninihi. So truch pratyaya indicates the karta, karma is anabhihita, it goes into shashti. Same thing reverse. If the certain krut pratyaya indicates the karma, karta will go into shashti. So there is a puja dhatu, is a very specific use case that I have taken. Puja iti dhatoho karmanikta pratyay krute pujita iti shabdaha siddhyati. This is a special vartamana kalavachaka kta, not to be confused with normal kta that you know. Pathitaha, gataha, krutaha, that is a different kta pratyaya. We'll learn about that when we come to the krudanta prakaranam towards the end of the course. This is a vartamana kalika karmanikta pratyaya. Here it is a pujita, where a kta pratyaya indicates the karma. Kartrutva shakti anabhihita asti. Asyaha kartrutva shaktehe nirdeshartham kartukarnayos tritiya ittenena praptam tritiyam badhitva shashti vidhiyate. Radnyam pujitaha vidwan, a scholar who is respected by the kings. Radnyam pujitaha vidwan. Normal sentence would be Rajanaha vidvamsam pujayanti. But when you say pujitaha, you have the kartrupada, which is anabhihita. It goes in the shashti vibhakti. Radnyam pujitaha vidwan. Iti atra prayogaha siddhyati. So that's all about karatru karmanoho kruti. I am not going to take questions at the moment because there are a bunch of other stuff that I have to discuss. One important niyamanam, one important vikalpa on, okay, by the way, yet another thing. If the karma is not present, but the krut pratyaya indicates bhava or anything else, karta can also be shashti. So as long as there is a krut pratyay present over there, anabhihita karta and anabhihita karma will be in shashti. So hasa dhatu, it takes the bhave lut pratyay. So lut is neither indicating karta nor karma. So you have the word hasan. Atra karma nasti eva. कृत प्रत्ययेन कर्तृत्व शक्ति अभिहिता अस्ति, अतः तस्य निर्देशः तस्याः निर्देशः षष्ठी विभक्त्या भवति कृष्णस्य हसनम. सो नॉर्मल विल बी कृष्णः हसति, अनभिहित कर्तृत्वम कृष्णेन हस्यते, बट व्हेन देयर इज अ कृत प्रत्यय इन द पिक्चर इट इज षष्ठी विभक्ति बाय द सूत्रम कर्तृकर्मणोः कृति कृष्णस्य हसनम कृष्णस्य गमनम and so on. So कर्तृकर्मणोः इत्युक्ते कर्तृसम्यकस्य कर्मसम्यकस्य च कृत् प्रत्ययस्य योगे षष्ठी विभक्तिः भवति, अनभिहित अधिकारः तु अस्ति एव. Now there is another sutram which says that for a specific set of krut pratyayas this षष्ठी is optional. What specific set of krut pratyayas? There is a small subcategory inside the krut pratyayas which is called krutya pratyayas. Many of you might have already studied these in basic grammar courses, but there are around 8 different pratyayas. Ya, like pathyam, lekhyam and so on. Tavya, pathitavyam, hasitavyam and so on. Aniyar, gamaniyam, karaniyam, pathaniyam and so on. So a bunch of such pratyayas are called krutya samyaka pratyayas. For the krutya samyaka pratyayas, the karta optionally gets shashti, it can also get tritiya. The krutya samyaka pratyayas are all karmani pratyayas. So they will automatically indicate karma. Ramena pathaha pathitavyaha. So the tavyat pratyay over there indicates the karma. Patha ityatra vidyamanam karma abhihitam asti. So there is no question of a vibhakti on the patha word. It will only be prathama. But the kartrupadam is anabhihitam. That is indicated optionally by shashti. So kartrukarmanoho kruti ityanena shashthyam praptayam. Somebody is giving a very nice example over here. I'll talk about that in a minute. But kartrukarmanoho kruti ityanena, sorry, कर्तृकर्मणोः कृति इत्यनेन षष्ठ्यां प्राप्तायां विकल्पेन बाधित्वा अत्र तृतीया विभक्तिः भवति. अतः कृत्यानां कर्तरि वा इति सूत्रं कृत्यानाम् अनभिहिते कर्तरि विकल्पेन षष्ठी भवति. यस्मात् धातोः कृत्यसम्यक प्रत्ययः प्रयुक्तः अस्ति तस्य धातोः अनभिहितस्य कर्तृकारकस्य निर्देशः विकल्पेन षष्ठ्या भवति. So this is the list of the krutya samyak pratyas. We will learn about it when we come to the krudanta prakaranam, but this is the general list of krutya samyak pratyas. Udaharnas you are typing already on the chat. All examples are correct. Ramena pathaha pathitavyaha nochet ramasya pathaha pathitavyaha. Ramasya pathaha doesn't mean the patha of Rama. I mean, it can mean that. That's not the question. But Ramasya patha pathitavya can mean kartru samyaka Rama has to read the patha. Ramena patha patitavya, same as Ramasya patha patitavya. Lokahitam mama karaniyam, lokahitam maya karaniyam. Both of them are correct examples. Maya gantavyam, nochet mama gantavyam. All the examples are correct. You can use shashti or you can use tritiya specifically for these pratyayas which are called krutya samyaka pratyayas. This last part I'll keep it aside. It's not required. It's a little extra stuff that is being told over here. I still need 20 more minutes because there is some important material and it is not optional. Now understand this. What I told, I said that when it comes to krut pratyayas, the anabhihita karma goes in the shashti. But let's take an example. Ramaha patham pathitavan. Everybody speaks like that. Ramaha patham pathitavan. What is pathitavan over here? It is a krut pratyaya. It is the ktavatu, which is the krut pratyaya. What is it indicating? it is indicating karta. It is the kartruvachaka krut pratyaya. Therefore, the karta is indicated by prathama. So here, why are we saying patham? We should say pathasya, because kartrikarmanoho kruti forces us to use a shashti vibhakti on anabhihita karma. Just like the way we say Devadattaha odanasya pachakaha, we will be forced to say Ramaha pathasya pathitavan, but the correct sentence is Ramaha patham pathitavan. Similarly, in the Karmani Prayoga, it is not Ramasya pathaha pathitaha, it is Ramena pathaha pathitaha. The karta doesn't go in the Shashti. So there are some cases like kta pratyaya, like ktavatu pratyaya, like ktva pratyaya, gramam gatva pathati, not gramasya gatva pathati. So there are some pratyayas like kta pratyaya, ktavatu pratyaya, ktva pratyaya, for which kartrakarmanoho kruti sutram is not to be used. That nishedha is collected in one of the upcoming sutras. Na लोकाव्यय निष्ठा खलर्थतृणाम. न इत्युक्ते कर्तृकर्मणोः कृति इत्यनेन या षष्ठी विभक्ति कर्तृसम्यकस्य विषये कर्मसम्यकस्य विषये च उक्ता अस्ति सा न प्रयोक्तव्या. कुत्र न प्रयोक्तव्या? तत्र प्रत्ययानाम् आवली दत्ता अस्ति. For such pratyayas, do not use that षष्ठी. The sutram is very simple. What are the pratyayas? La. La pratyaya indicates four pratyayas together: Shatru, Shanach, Kvasu, and Kanach. You are not expected to know these pratyayas. Obviously, Shatru, Shanach, everybody will know, but we will probably learn this. Shatru, Shanach, Kvasu, Kanach. Why are they represented by La? It is there on the slide, but I'll explain it at some, no, it's not even there on the slide. I'll explain it at some other point in time. It is not required right now. But La indicates these four pratyayas. Then U is a pratyaya on its own. Uka is a pratyaya on its own. Avyaya indicates pratyayas like Tva and Tumun, which create avyayas, Gatva, Gantum, and so on. Nishtha is Kta pratyaya and Ktavatu. All of you have memorized Ktavatu, Nishtha. So Kta and Ktavatu are the Nishtha pratyayas. Khalartha is two pratyayas, Khala and Yucha. Yucha. Again, you are not expected to know these pratyayas. And Truna, not Trucha. Trucha is, I think, well known. Karta and so on is Trucha. But this is Truna. So Truna is yet another pratyaya. So there is a list of krut pratyayas for which the kartrukarmanoho kruti sutram is not to be used. So you have na, la, u, uka, avya, nishtha, khalarthatrunam, etesham sarvesham vishaye, anabhihitasya kartrusamnyakasya karmasamnyakasya cha shashti vibhakti na bhavati. You resort back to your original dvitiya for karma and original tritiya for karana. So la ityadinam krut pratyaya, tritiya for karta. So la ityadinam krut pratyayanam prayoge anabhihitasya kartrakarakasya karmakarakasya va shashti na vibhakti, shashti vibhakti na bhavati, kartrukarmanoho kruti ityasya ayam nishedhaha. So shashti vibhaktyaha nishedhe krute kim bhavati? कर्तृकारकमस्ति चेत् तृतीयया निर्देशः, कर्मकारकमस्ति चेत् द्वितीयया निर्देशः. Now on the slides I have explained all these pratyayas, but I never wanted to explain all this because each of these pratyayas, most of these pratyayas are unknown to you. So I am only going to take the pratyayas that you are aware of. So Shatru and Shanach are the pratyayas that you are aware of. So Ramaha gramam gacchan pashyati, Ramaha phalam labhamanaha modate, Ramed hanyamanaha rakshasaha akroshati. This is not. Karmani Shanach Ramena hanyamanaha rakshasaha akroshati. So, but why is this example given over here? Karmani Shanach pratyasya prayoge anabhitasya kartuhu tritya. This is not a correct example. But Kartari Shanach Shatru Shanach pratyo prayoge Ramaha gramam gacchan pashyati, Rama phalam labhamanaha modate. Here it should be Ramena. So anabhitasya kartuh tritiya. Ramena hanyamanaha rakshasah akroshati. So either it is kartari shanach or karmani shanach or kartari shatru, the rule of shashti doesn't apply. Similarly, there are examples of kwasu pratyaya. Dasharataha dashantam upeivan in Raghuvamsha. So upeivan is a kwasu pratyaya. Dashantam is the karma karaka indicated by dvitiya. There is a kanach pratyaya, u pratyaya is there, uka pratyaya is there, avyayavachaka pratyaya like tva, tumun and so on. So patham pathitva gacchati, devam vanditum mandiram gacchati, krishnam smaram smaram mandate. So these are all the avyayavachaka pratyayas added over here. That is, the avyayas are generated. In that case, shashti is not to be used. Nishthakta and ktavatu. Ramaha gramam gatavan. Ramena ravanaha hatha. Resort back to dvitiya and tritiya. Do not use shashti over here. Khalartha, as I explained, there is a pratyaya called khala, pratyaya called yucha. Trun is yet another pratyaya. I'll make the slide deck available. There might be questions on this in the homework, but there is nothing to explain, and I don't expect you to understand the meanings of any of these pratyayas. We will learn these when we go to the Krut Prakaranam. For now, just understand special cases like Shatru and Shanach or Kta and Ktavatu, for which the Shashti is blocked. This completes the Shashti Vibhakti. So now the last segment of the class, the Saptami Vibhakti. I would have loved to ask anybody of you, but we don't have time. So let me finish it quickly. Anabhihite adhikarane saptami syat. So Saptami is used to indicate an adhikaranam which is anabhihitam. There is a sutra. The sutram says saptami adhikarane cha. So cha is added. Why is that added? We are going to learn in the next class, because this cha is used to indicate pratipadhikartha vibhakti. So this is a very unique sutram which gives karaka vibhakti as well as pratipadhikartha vibhakti. The karaka vibhakti is given by saptami adhikarane. The pratipadhikartha vibhakti is given by saptami cha. How does that give pratipadhikartha vibhakti? I'll talk about it in the next class. For now, just understand the adhikarana. Abhivyapakam adhikaranam, aupashleshikam adhikaranam, vaishikam adhikaranam. We have seen examples in adharodhikaranam. So tile tailam, kate upavishati, gangayam ghosha, sarvatratra ya saptami prayujyate, sa anabhihitasya adhikaranasya nirdeshartham prayukta vartate. One last slide and then we are done. The Saptami Vibhakti is also used to indicate karma for a very special case. There is a Vartikam over here and you have to pay attention over here. This is a hard bit, but I still want to teach it. The Saptami Vibhakti is used to indicate karma karaka for some certain special cases. Like Tritiya was used for Sampurvaka Jnadhatu. Like that, there is a special case over here. The Vartikam says, Saptami Vidhane Ktasya in Vishayasya Karmani Upasankhyanam. Saptami Vidhane Ktasya in Vishayasya Karmani Upasankhyanam. What does this mean? Pay close attention. If you go to the Ganapatha, in the Ganapatha, there is a special Gana called Ishtadi Gana. 176 number. Ishtadi Gana. Look at the words of this Gana. All the words in this Gana are Kta Pratyayanta words. Ishta, Purta, Upasadita, Nigadita, Parigadita, Nirakruta, Upakruta, Vyakulita, everything is a Kta Pratyayanta word. This particular Vartikam is used for the words in that list. So, Ganapathe Ishtadi Ganaha iti kaschana Ganaha asti. Asmin Gane sarvepi Kta Pratyayanta Shabdaha santi. Now, when you want to indicate the karta of that action, there is a tadhita pratyaya called ini, which is applied on the word of Ishtadi Gana. Understand this. You have the word dhatu shru. First thing you have to check is the Kta Pratyayanta Shruta word derived from where I took it over there, from here, I don't know. But maybe there was a shru word, but we can say ishta. Let us assume there is the isha dhatu. From the isha dhatu, you take the, it is there, right? Somebody is saying it is there. Where is Shruta? Ha, is there. See, I am also getting hangover after 90 minutes. So there is a Shruta verb over here. So Shru dhatu plus Kta pratyaya. Shruta. This word is there in Ishtadigana. So Shru dhatoho Kta pratyayanta रूपात अग्रे इनि इति तद्धित प्रत्यय प्रयुज्यते. किमर्थम? तस्य श्रु धातोः कर्तुः निर्देशार्थम. सो रामः श्रुतवान् इत्यत्र राम इति कर्तृसंज्ञकस्य निर्देशार्थम श्रुत इति शब्दात् इनि प्रत्ययः प्रयुज्यते. So this is actually a very unique combination. You have a original dhatu, a krut pratyay and a tadhita pratyay on the top of it. Shruta plus ini. The pratipadikam is shrutin. Prathama ekvachanam is shruti. And this is used in the sentence in place of a tinganta or a kartruvachaka krudanta. So instead of saying Ramaha Shrutavan, you can say Ramaha Shruti. Meaning is the same. Why? Because you have Shru dhatu. It has a corresponding word in that group called Shruta. On that Shruta, you add the ini pratyaya to indicate the karta. So karta of the Shru dhatu is indicated by adding the ini pratyaya on the kta pratyayanta form. Shruta plus ini, giving Shrutin. Prathama ekvachanam Shruti. So Ramaha Shrutavan is the same as Ramaha Shruti. In this particular configuration, the karta is already abhihita because ina pratyay is used to indicate karta. But karma is anabhihita. That anabhihita karma is indicated by saptami. So you say Devadattaha Gitayam Shruti. What does it mean? Devadattaha Gitam Shrutavan. He heard the Bhagavad Gita. In order to express that with the ini pratyaya, instead of Shrutavan, you will use Shruti. But then instead of Gitam, you will use Gitayam. So, Devadattaha Gitayam Shruti. Some other very well-known prayogas. Devadattaha Vyakarane Adhiti. So, Adhi plus E plus Kta. Adhita. Now that dhatu is over here. Adhita. So you have to check for the Ishtadigana first. So Adhita dhatu is there. Add ini pratyaya, giving Adhitin. Prathama ekvachanam is Adhiti. Normal form will be Devadattaha Vyakaranam Adhite or Adhitavan. In application of ini pratyaya, it will be Devadattaha Vyakarane Adhiti. Devadattaha Yajñam Ishtavan. He performed the Yajña. Devadattaha Yajñam Ishtavan. Devadattaha Yajñe Ishti. Raja Prajam Samrakshitavan. Raja Prajayam Samrakshi. In this way, when you are using ini pratyaya, the karma goes in the saptami. And let's look at some strilinga form, feminine forms also. All the ini pratyanta words are mool rupena nakaranta, shrutin, adhitin, ishtin, samrakshin, and so on. So in the feminine form, you get a neep pratyaya by rumnebhyo neep. We have learned the sutram. So you say Sita Vyakarane Adhitini, Bharya Yajñe Ishtini, Rajni Prajayam Samrakshini. So in this particular way, for Strilinga, you will use the ini, ina pratyaya and the neep, and the karma will still go in Saptami. Final point, this Saptami does not come optionally. It compulsorily blocks your Dvitiya by Karmani Dvitiya. So, anena vartikena pathita Saptami, Karmani Dvitiya, ittenena praptam Dvitiyam, Nityam Badhate. This was one of the important and probably the most new bit, because some of you might have heard Sanjanite and so on, but I'm 100% sure not even a single person knew this kind of prayogas, and they are actually very common prayogas in the Sahitya. Therefore, I spent this extra time in explaining this. Somebody kindly pointed out the typing mistake in the sutra number. It is a copy paste. I'll fix it. It is 36, right? So let's quickly fix it. 2336. Feel free to send the typos on the group. I'll just fix them when I get some time. So with this, we end the discussion on Karaka Vibhaktis. The goal of our course is not to educate you in everything, but give you an idea of every small thing here and there. That's why one class on Karaka Vibhakti, one class on Upapada Vibhakti, one class on Pratipadika Artha Vibhakti, one class on Karma Parvachini Vibhakti, and so on. So it's just to get you excited for reading all these things ahead. So that's why we have Saptami Adhikarane cha and Saptami Vishaye Saptami Vidhane Ktasya in Vishasya Karmani Upasankhyanam. We'll close here, but before that, daylight saving. Somebody is reminding me. Yes, I know, I have not forgotten. So important instructions. From the next time, if you are in India, course timing changes. If you are in India, not US, if you are in India, course timing changes. The class starts from 8:30 a.m. Friday and Saturday, 1 hour earlier. So class starts from 8:30 today. Till now, I think it was 9:30. Now it goes back to 8:30. From 8:30 to 10. This schedule will continue till October. I sincerely pray that we will conclude the course till October. But if not, we'll have to shift back to 9:30 time slot later on in November. But that's Delhi bahut dur hai. So that's quite far. From next week onwards, the classes start at 8:30 a.m. India time. No change for folks in the USA. This is the first announcement. Second announcement is that we have completed class number 57 today. We have 3 classes remaining. I want to take an extra class next week and finish this module next week. So only for the next week, we are going to have an extra class 58, 59, 60. 3 classes we will conclude next. We will do next week. The extra class is going to be on Thursday morning if you are in India, Wednesday evening if you are in USA. The new timing applies to the next class. So Thursday morning at 8:30 a.m. I'll also send a reminder on the group. If you're in the USA, the timing is the same, but it's on the Wednesday evening. So next week, we plan to complete the entire module 6. With this, I will conclude. I hope this Karaka classes, they are not like Prakriyas in the Subanta, lots of interesting Shastra and lots of new concepts to be learned. This is a different part, different aspect, side of grammar that we are going to explore for next 3 modules. Karakas, Samasas and Tadhatas. And then when we go to the Tiganta Prakaranam and Krudanta Prakaranam, again it's all going to be Prakriyas. So Samapayamaha Agrima Saptahe उपपद विभक्ति प्रातिपदिकार्थ विभक्ति तथा च कर्म प्रवचनी विभक्ति इत्यस्य अध्ययनार्थं पुनः मिलामः। अष्टाध्यायी जगन्माता यस्य चित्तात् समुत्थिता वेदानामुपकाराय तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। शब्द ब्रह्म समाराध्य कृतवान्यो विलक्षणं सर्वाश्चर्यमिदं शास्त्रं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। येन धौता गिरः पुंसां विमलैः शब्दवारिभिः तमश्चाज्ञानजं भिन्नं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। धन्यवादः।